Okay, we are walking to the bus station.
Today we're going to bus to a nearby town about 7 miles away to cut down the mileage so that my feet are able to last longer. So today was like going to be a 21-mile day. I was like, I'm not ready for that. So yeah, we're going to bus for a little bit and then still have about 10 miles to walk.
This is the plan. It is like 7:50 a.m. and the bus leaves at 8:05. We're hoping to make it. How are the blisters doing today?
My feet look really gross, but they don't feel too bad. I just have to every hour air them out, change my socks.
We are on our way to Castro something. We just came from Portugalete. It's Sunday, so we were really worried we wouldn't be able to get food or water, because that's a thing on Sundays. Everything's closed. It's actually a God-fearing country, so that's cool. And we are just hiking along this really nice kind of bike path. It's been cool because the first couple days were like intense hills by the ocean, and now we're on this very pleasant path.
Pastoral area.
And we were just talking about why we both ended up on the Camino, because it's interesting to hear everyone else's stories, but then sometimes forget our own stories of why we ended up here. And I thought Emily could share a little bit about herself, since you see all these shots of her, but don't know very much about her. So Emily, tell us.
So I was a teacher for 7 years, and I worked in very intense school settings, Title I, if you're familiar with the U.S. school system. And I just had a very difficult student load at times. And so I decided that after 7 years of teaching, I was going to take a year off and decide if I really wanted to continue teaching as a career or if I wanted to transition into something else. So I decided to take a sabbatical, which is what I am doing now. And I had heard about the El Camino from my godmother and various other people. And I pitched the idea to Carys.
Oh, we almost missed an arrow.
Then made her plan the whole thing. And here I am. I've taken a year off work, and now I'm spending 3 weeks in northern Sweden.
And she might be regretting letting me plan the whole thing, because I thought I was very organized, but all of my organization depended on thinking that we could hike like 20 miles a day. And that very quickly fell apart. So now
I actually think Carys can hike 20 miles a day, but I'm more of a 11 miles a day type of person.
You're more
my feet are more of a 5 miles type of day person.
And you're more of an enjoy the hike and like taking the scenery, whereas I might miss that if I just get into my like, I have to hike 20 miles. So it's been a good combo. But I thought it was interesting because Emily's here after taking a sabbatical off of being a teacher. I'm here because I'm also have finished my chaplain residency year and seminary, both of which I did at the same time, which was a questionable choice. But I did it anyways, because women in our family do things anyways. Yeah, so we're kind of both here during this really special gap of time that we have. And we're both here seeking rest, seeking peace has been a word we've talked about, and seeking direction, which I think most people on the Camino are seeking to some degree, whether it's in a relationship or a job or I have met people as well who have gone through a loss and are seeking direction when it comes to life without that person. So we really like this guy. What's his name? The guy who talked about
Jim.
We like this guy, Jim, who had such a good word because he's done the Camino a ton of times. And he said that most people who come for the first time really think that it's about conquering the Camino, and it's not. Because he's like, if you try to conquer it, it will conquer you. So you might as well just embrace it, that we're not here to beat it, it's here to change us. And God, I mean, we're both Christians and really want to see how God is going to change us, transform us, reveal new things about us. We both learned different things, as Emily had to lay down her desire to achieve. I've had to lay down like anxiety, my desire to control like what's gonna happen and to know what's gonna happen next. So lots of different things this Camino kind of like allows you to offer, to lay down and just walk. And that is all we have to share with you today. So we're gonna try to make it to the hostel and get a bed. And thanks for listening. We know it's just for moms. So thanks for watching, Mom.
And my friend Gretchen, thank you.
We love you. And see you next time. We made it to this beautiful seaside town, and we still have to walk 30 minutes through the town to the other side to get to our hostel. So here we go. This is the best part of the pilgrimage, is the daily clothing cleaning ritual, where you have to wash them as fast as possible and get them outside so you don't have to hike with wet clothing the next day. Because that's fun. And we did that. We've done everything you shouldn't do. So learn from us. Happy to be here. We are very happy to be having cheesecake at 11 a.m. after hiking a couple miles. We hiked 5 miles. We were rewarding ourselves with cheesecake. We're not the quintessential hikers, are we? No.
No.
But it has cheese in it, so.
Fuel with coffee and cheese.
Okay, guys, we just spent the night in Castro, and oh, the seagull is so loud and annoying, and it just moved closer to us. But we are on our way from Castro now to Islers.
Yes.
Emily is doing a really good job to take breaks
Yes.
and change her shoes, which we're very proud of. And so while we're sitting here in this rando town that we don't know the name of, sitting by this really cool church, we thought we would tell you of the events of last night, which maybe just feel like a big deal because we lived them. But last night, it all began with trying to make it back to our hostel in time before they close the doors, because each hostel is different. Some doors close at like 9, 10. We didn't know, and we don't speak Spanish, so we had no idea. And so of course we were like, well, we won't get lost, it'll be fine. But what happened, Emily?
Oh, we got terribly lost.
Yes.
I thought I knew a shortcut, but turns out it was a long cut, and then we were real far out of the way. My phone was dead.
And then my phone had 4% battery, and we had 12 minutes before we believed the hostel was going to close. And it was really just a little bit stressful.
Yes.
But it's okay. Emily prayed that like the menorah that was able to have enough oil, or what was it? Yeah, oil. For 7 days that my phone...
Isn't it 8?
8. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, I should know that. I lived in Jerusalem. Yes, 8 days that my phone would have enough charge, and it did. And we were running through sketchy places we shouldn't have been in, and I was stopping and trying to feed the cats, and Emily was like, keep going. And we made it, and we stumbled into our hostel only to make so much noise because everyone was already sleeping, and it was so awkward. But then we were confronted with the fact that we will be sharing our hostel room with a man who most likely
has sleep apnea. Really, really bad sleep apnea. Like, his record was 20 seconds between snores, and then it was 30, and I was like, maybe he's died. Maybe he's died and the problem is solved itself. and I'm okay with sharing a room with a dead man. And then he'd start back up.
And it was terrible. Like, his snoring could be linked to thunder. Like, it was that loud and rumbling. I actually have a video of it because I was sending this to my friends because I was like, someone needs to pity me right now. So I will put it right here. Yes, that is how bad it was. And that wasn't even the worst of it. But yeah, so he did that all night. All night.
I had my headache hat, which weighs a lot, but I was very grateful for.
Yeah, we were gonna have like a video at the end where we talked about things that maybe you shouldn't have brought / subtitled luxury items Emily shouldn't have brought. And her headache hat, which weighs like 2 pounds, was one such thing. It's like this really tight mask cap that goes over your head and your ears. But now I think it was worth the wait because she was sleeping while I was just like starting to hate everything, and made it through. And now on very little sleep, we are heading to the next town. Whatever happens, we will see you on the way. We have made it to our all-time favorite part of the Del Norte. The reason I chose the Del Norte, which are these stunning seaside paths that take you all along the cliffs by the ocean. Oh, it's just magnificent. And for a while we've been hiking inland and through towns, which are pretty in their own way, and that's more what you get if you hike the Camino Frances trail. But we chose the hardest trail, even though it has truly been quite a feat to get through this, no pun intended. It has been worth it, in my opinion, for these amazing views. So this is why, even though your feet will feel like they're gonna fall off and it will push every part of your body to complete this trail, this is why it is worth it. There's a ram in the thicket, and I think he knows what Abraham used him for, or his ancestors for, or his great-great-great-grandpappy. And he is staring us down, and we are scared. Don't hurt us. Don't hurt us. This is Emily and my favorite part of every hike. The ascent. It's hard, guys. Del Norte is no joke. Oh, for the love of all that is good and pure in this world, why is this mountain still going up? This is what we want to know. How you doing, Emily? She's doing. Okay. Loretto. 4 hours and 30 minutes away. Loretto is 4 hours and 30 minutes away. Thank God we're not. We decided earlier yesterday that we would not be hiking to Loretto. Thank the good Lord in heaven. We made it to Albergue Liento. We're very excited because we thought this whole time we were going to be late and not get beds, and there are clearly many beds available. So we're stoked about that. It's like the little things that are luxurious now, like having sheets and a plug near your bed and not having to
Pay for laundry.
Pay for laundry.
And having soap included.
Yes, these are the things that you didn't realize were luxury.